Maps in books, yay or nay?
Oh yeah, this is what I have been asked this before as well by other people as well. I I say nay. Temporarily for now. So the reason why I haven't put any maps in my books, it's to do with the overall philosophy of kind of the magic system in the books. It's
Yeah.
about expectations and preconceived notions
Yeah.
sometimes. So if you open up a book and the first page is a map, you know where the book is going to go generally. Like you have an
That's true.
expectation of the journey that you're going to go on. You know the scope of it before you've actually had a chance to touch the words. And so I haven't actually put any maps in my books because I don't want people to have those expectations. I don't want
Yeah.
things to feel grounded, and I don't want kind of the environment to be so stuck down so
Yeah.
early on. I want to be able to have a reveal, have it unfold, have it
Yeah.
expand in the future. However, the problem I'm running up on is that the next series I'm going to start writing, also set in this world, which means I do have to commit to the bit. It's about cartographers, it's about map makers.
Oh,
So I feel like if you write a book about map makers and you don't include a map, that's it just kind of it doesn't feel thought through, it doesn't feel like
yeah.
the right decision to do. So I am eventually going to have to get there, but in general, I steer away from them personally.
Yeah.
But you could just subvert people's expectations on that book
Yeah.
about cartographers and just not have a map there, and they'll be like expecting a map, and they'll pick your book up and go, "Wow, this is a book about map makers, and there's no maps in here."
No map.
That's more intriguing to me.
I'd need to have another twist after that. I think I'd need to like have a map hidden somewhere within the pages as well. Like you'd have
Mm.
to find it. You'd have to search for it.
Like that blue light trick, invisible ink.
Yeah. Oh, that
Um,
would be good.
or this is what I do just to be a complete a-hole, is keep alluding to there is going to be a map. And then keep
Yeah.
sucking them in and then
It's
it's no
somewhere.
map.
It's somewhere.
Just down the bottom under under the page number, just right. It's coming,
It's
Yeah.
and then
coming.
on every page, it's almost
Or
there. We're almost there, and then you get
No,
to
you
the
missed it.
last page and just go psych.
no,
Yeah.
it's like there will be a map on the last page, and then you go to the last page and it says last page missing something.
Yeah. Last page is intentionally left blank.
Oh,
Uh,
then you're asking for like a National Treasure Nicolas Cage style
Yeah.
movie
Or
to find the last page of the book that
and then you can
contains the
write a whole
map.
you can write a whole book on that.
Yeah,
maybe like
exactly.
maybe like you can format all the pages in such a way that if you rip them all out and arrange them on the floor in a certain way,
Hmm.
that makes the map.
Yeah.
I think that
Wow.
would be too much trouble. I think there would be more trouble than that. I'm just going to put in a
No, there's
normal map.
people
I've
out there that
decided.
will do that. There
People
are, I
would.
guarantee you, there are
Oh,
people in the
easily.
world that would do that. If you
Yeah.
alluded to that,
Yeah.
they will do it.
I feel like maybe I should allude to that even though I haven't put it in there. Like get
Yeah.
people to try and do it anyway.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. I think
Yeah.
I think maybe we should start putting maps in the back of books.
Yeah,
You know?
right? Like it's there
Like
if you want to reference it like a glossary.
yeah, it's like when I wrote my book, self-plug, shameless self-plug, Letters from the Emu War, I had a whole emu terminology. So when I first published myself, I put the terminology in the back,
Mm,
like glossary. So you read through it and then things don't always fully make sense. Or what does that mean? What does that mean? And then you can go to the back of the book and go, oh, this is what term is. But they wanted to put it in the front of the book, you know.
mm.
But yeah.
I think that that's not a good thing, because if you put it at the front of the book, you're reading all that terminology out of
Yeah.
context, and then you're going through the book, and then I would forget anyway if I read it in the beginning of the book and getting to the end of every time a word comes up, I go, oh shit, I have to go back to the start of the book
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the back of the book's the place for it, and I think you're right. Maybe put the maps at the back of the book.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that might be the way,
Yeah.
I
little
think, or
reference. I
just
like
do a
it.
very vague map, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
from memory, it's been a while since I've actually picked up my copies of Lord of the Rings, but from memory, the map wasn't super detailed in the initial, or maybe I could be wrong.
Mm.
Maybe I could be thinking of something else, another book, but without giving anything away, because that makes sense, not putting a map in because you don't want the reader to know where you're going, and it more encourages them to
Yeah.
read the book. I agree with that.
Mm.